Hello all, myself Dr. Laxmidevi, Associate Professor in the Department of CSCDS at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this video lecture, we'll see some of the definitions and terminologies associated with file handling concepts in C programming language. So for the first definition is define file. So file is nothing but it represents a sequence of bytes on the disk where a group of related data is stored. So file is created for permanent storage of data. So in programming, file is nothing but it is a named collection of related data stored in a secondary storage device. So it can be a hard disk, solid state drive or other persistent storage medium. So files are used to store information persistently, enabling data to be saved, retrieved and manipulated across multiple program executions. So this is a concept of file. So file, you can say that it is a named collection of related data which is stored in secondary storage device. Next definition is, so how many types of files are there in C language? So how many types of files are there? So there are mainly two types of files. When we are dealing with files, so there are mainly two types of files, text files and binary files. So first we will see what is a text file. So text file, they store the data in human readable form. So content of the file consists of characters typically which encoded using ASCII or UTF-8. Next, text files are commonly used for storing plain text such as source code, configuration files or simple data files. Next, coming to binary file, it stores the data in a format which is not human readable. So content of binary file is represented in machine readable format and it can include any type of data. So it can be it can be images, audio file, executable programs or serialized objects. So binary files are useful when exact data representation is critical. So these are the two types of files which we have. First one text file, the other one is binary file. Text file stores the information in the form of human readable characters, whereas binary files, they store the data in a format which is not human readable. So that is the main difference. Next one, why do we use files? So main important purpose of file system is to manage the user data. So with the help of file, so we can store the data, we can retrieve the data as and when required. So this includes storing, managing user data includes storing the data, retrieving and updating the data. So for that purpose, we use the concept of files here. Next, what is the advantage of random access? So in a file, we can access the content of the file or we can access a record in the file two ways. First one, sequential access. Next one is random access. Sequential access, we can in order to access the 10th record, we need to access starting from the first one up to 10. After that, we'll get the 10th record. But in random access, you can directly access the 10th record. So this is the major difference between sequential and random access. So if the amount of data stored in a file is fairly large, so the use of random access allows us to search through it quickly. In sequential access, we need to go through one record at a time until the target data is reached. A random access file lets us to jump directly to the target address where the data is located. So with the help of random access, the search is easier and the search process is faster also as compared to the sequential access. The next definition is stream. So what is a stream? In the context of programming, stream refers to an abstraction. So it is an abstraction that represents the flow of data between program and an external source or destination. So streams are commonly used for input and output operations in various programming languages. So they provide a unified interface for reading from or writing to different sources or destinations such as files, then console or network connections. So this is the definition of the stream. Next we have fseek function in C programming language. So fseek function, it sets the file position of the stream to a given offset. So with the help of fseek function, the file pointer can be placed at any particular location in the file. So the pointer associated with the file is moved to the offset. Next, what is command line argument? So command line arguments are nothing but, so these are the arguments which are passed to the main function while executing the program. So those arguments, they are called as command line arguments. So next one is difference between getch and getche. So both the functions, they are used to read a single character from the keyboard. But the main difference is, in one function the data is displayed on the screen, whereas the other function data is not displayed on the screen. So let us see. The getch function reads a single character from the keyboard. It doesn't use any buffer, so the entered data will not be displayed on the output screen. Even though we enter, so getch function will read that character, but that character is not displayed on the screen. Getche function, it reads a single character from the keyword, but data is displayed on the output screen. So this is the main difference between getch and getche. Next one, what are the functions to open and close the file in C programming language? So in C programming language, we can open the file by using fopen function. It takes two parameters, fopen. It takes two parameters. One is the name of the file, or the path you can say, and the other one is the mode in which you want to open the file. So path specifies which file you want to open, and mode specifies in what mode you want to open the file. Next one is fclose. So in order to close the file, we need to use the function fclose function. So fclose function, it takes one parameter, that is the file pointer. It takes only one parameter, file pointer. So in this way, these are the functions, fopen function and fclose function. So what is getch function? So getch function, it allows get string. Getch means get string. So this function allows a full line data entry from the user. So when the user presses the enter key to end the input, the entire line of characters is stored to a string variable. So the enter key is not included in the variable, but instead a null terminator is placed, or null character is placed after the last character. So that is the use of getch function. Next is, what does the characters R and W mean when writing programs so that will make use of files? So here R means read mode, and it will open the file as input wherein data is to be retrieved. That means from where data has to be taken. Next, W means write. So W means write, and it will open a file for output. So previous data which is stored on that file will be erased. If you open the file in write mode, so it will open the file for output, and previous data which is there on that file will no longer be available. So in this way, thus we have seen the various definitions of files and the different functions which are there in file handling concepts. In the next video lecture, we will see some more concepts of C programming. Until then, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.